Today is 28th February, and this is the environment module, the first class, the first oral test. We are doing class 12th biology book, chapter 13, organisms and populations. Okay. Now tell me whether this statement is correct or false. Night blooming flowers are generally white. Whoever thinks it's correct, give me a thumbs up. Whoever thinks the same, icons which we are using. Shivangi, why are you not answering? Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Now consider this question. It's a multi-statement question, and you have to tell me which of them are correct. Biomes are formed by. The first statement is rotation of Earth. The second statement is axial tilt of the Earth. And the third statement is revolution of the Earth. First is rotation, second is axial tilt, third is revolution of the Earth. Biomes are formed by what? 10 seconds.
All three statements are true.
Manoj, 10 seconds. You have to think first, and when I ask you, then answer.
Sorry.
Okay, now give me a thumbs up if you say yes. Give me the other icons if you say no. All three. So you're saying all three. Samakshi, what is the answer?
Yes, I'm saying all three.
All three.
All three will have some bearing.
Okay. Anybody? Biomes are formed by. It is not saying bearing. The question was biomes are formed by.
First two options, sir. Not revolution. Not revolution.
Not revolution.
Rotation
Okay.
and
You are saying 1 and 2. Shivangi?
Same answer, Ankit. 1 and 2. Not the third one.
Not the revolution.
Option
No,
2 and
only
3.
rotation and the tilt, axial tilt.
Anybody
Option
thinks
2 and
otherwise?
3. Option 2 and 3.
Harsh. Okay. Why?
Sir, biomes are formed due to climate and the both axial tilt and revolution causes the climate.
Yes. This is the answer. Biomes are a result of seasons of climate, right? And climates are because of the axial tilt and the revolution of the Earth. Not the rotation is causing just day and night.
So rotation on the axis is also responsible for insolation, or no? Just axis.
How is rotation? Insolation is because of the tilt.
Or the tilt.
Certain latitudes get more, certain latitudes get less. That's because of the tilt. Rotation has got nothing to do with that.
Yes.
You get the point. UPSC has already tried to confuse between rotation and revolution in one
There's
of the
PYQ on this.
Yes. So the answer to this question is 2 and 3. Axial tilt and revolution of the Earth, not rotation. Okay.
There was a similar question like this which had both rotation, revolution. Like 5 statement questions. Also, we included it saying that kuch na kuch to effect hoga.
That question was.
It's the same. Even I thought the answer would be all three.
No. Biomes are formed by. What will cause the formation of biomes? It has to be something that has got a long-term impact, right? Yes, rotation is only causing day and night. Is there anything else that rotation is doing? The question that you are saying.
So I have a doubt. Isn't rotation affecting the wind pattern, and because of that, it affects climate also?
How is rotation affecting wind patterns?
Land breeze, sea breeze. तो नाइट डे के हिसाब से
तो उससे बायोम्स वो तो स्मॉल स्केल पे विंड्स है यार बायोम्स कैसे बन रहा है उससे व्हाट आर बायोम्स
got it
थोड़ा broad level पे सोचना था not like
the other question that you are saying that was which of them have endogenic something
किसी ने भेजा है वो टाइड्स के बारे में था क्वेश्चन
okay Tamil
Sir, if a rotation doesn't have any like very meaningless role or negligible role in the
Yes, agreed.
biomes, then can I say that tilt also has a minimum role compared to the revolution?
No, if it is not for the tilt, then you will not have these seasons, na?
Seasons is based on the revolution, sir. The distance between the sun
If there
and
is
the
no
earth.
tilt, there will not be any season. Seasons are because of the difference in the insolation, Tamil.
Okay.
And the revolution. Both factors are there for season. Okay.
If I have to choose one between the best of the answer.
No, you cannot choose one. This is a 3-statement question. 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3 will cause the formation of biome.
Then if let's say in a hypothetical situation that the rotation is not happening, then as Prabha asked,
Tamil, we are getting into geography now. This is environment.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, fine.
We have to move forward. Okay. The next question is, some tundra forests need more rain than tropical forests. True or false? 5 seconds. Answer. This is true, and that face emoji is false, and that celebration emoji is not. Know the answer. Okay. Ankit, why is it false?
Or else, because I have read about tundra, I would have heard.
Yes, good. Typical would have heard. Okay.
Yes,
would have heard. Even if it is saying some tundra, but there's a massive difference in the latitude of equatorial
yes,
and tundra, so you would have heard. Okay. Good. Habitat includes permafrost. True or false? Samakshi, permafrost. True?
True.
Okay. Prabha, thermal springs. True or false?
True.
Shivangi, compost pits.
True. No, so compost pits. True. All abiotic and biotic components.
Anjali, your nails. Are your nails habitat?
I think so, true, sir.
Yes. Okay. Chalo. This is the statement. You have 5 seconds to think. Tell me true or false. The most important factor for determining, for controlling the, wait, let me just frame the statement. In terms of environment, the ecosystem, the ecology of a place, the most important control factor is water. 5 seconds. Answer. Prabha, what is the answer?
Temperature.
Temperature is the most important. Okay. Mango trees can be grown in temperate countries. Mango trees can be grown in temperate countries. 5 seconds. Answer. Anjali, why false?
So I would have heard.
You would have heard about mango trees. How is that?
Like normally we always associate mangoes from a certain country, so I just assume that.
No. वो can बोल रहा है ना, can be grown.
Acha, okay then. Yeah, I mean if you like then modify and all, then you can get.
So you did not listen to the question
Yes,
carefully.
Yes, sir.
So you're changing your answer. Anybody thinks false? It's not false. Can be grown. Can be grown means even if you provide artificial conditions mean anything can be grown.
Right, sir.
So it's correct. But if it said naturally grown, like it is usually naturally grown, then false, because it's a tropical crop. It's not a temperate crop. Okay. Tuna fish are tropical organisms. Tuna is a tropical organism. Typical standard fact question given in your book also. That's correct. Okay. What do you mean by eurythermal?
Organism that can thrive on wide range of temperature.
Okay, so URI is wide, whether it is thermal or haline or anything. URI means having a wide range. Okay. Man is eurythermal. True or false?
True.
True, sir.
True.
Right. Today I shared some videos in the ET channel, tardigrades and some other like those videos of different organisms. Do go through the videos I'm sharing. They are like amongst the top, the most important things, curiosity based things that you should be knowing. So whenever you are free, you don't have to go through those videos like a study thing. Like you are preparing, preparation ke angle se nahi, but just about awareness and curiosity, basic. You watch it once, then don't even need to watch it again. You just should know what are tardigrades, what are different concepts. Sirf us angle se. So as a break, whenever you feel like taking a break or you are free enough, you just watch those 3, 4, 5 minutes videos. They are going to give you a lot of clarity and accuracy in exam. Don't watch them, don't take down notes or anything. No need of taking down any notes. Just watch them generally. Okay. Which is the second most important factor controlling ecosystems or biodiversity? Temperature is the most important.
Water.
Water is the second most important.
Water.
Okay. Sunlight is extremely important for both plants and animals. True or false? 5 seconds.
True.
Okay. Algae can be found in different depths ranging from the surface of water till the bottommost parts. True or false? 5 seconds. Answer.
True, sir.
Prabha, why is it false?
I think I was only thinking in terms of cyanobacteria that depends on photosynthesis, but I realize I don't know all types of algae. So there might be some that are present. So I'll take back my answer.
Okay. Anybody
Red
thinks
and
false?
brown.
Yes, so they are found in the
Oh, yeah.
because there's a very wide range. When you say algae, like all kinds of algae are covered. Okay. All birds and mammals can maintain their body temperature, can regulate their body temperature. 5 seconds. Shivangi, why is it false? Shivangi, why is this statement false? Okay. Manoj?
Sir, there can be some birds. I mean, we may not know. So I'll choose.
But this is given in your NCERTs. This is a standard fact given in your NCERTs. All birds and animals, all birds and mammals. Did I say animals? Did I say animals or mammals?
Yes, sir.
Mammals.
Mammals.
Yeah.
You said mammal.
I said mammals, right? Yes. So all birds and mammals. It's given in your NCERT. It's a standard fact. Okay.
Okay.
And this is a conceptual kind of fact, so you must know it. Okay. Most animals in polar regions will be very small. Most animals in polar regions will be very small. 5 seconds. Why will it be correct, Manoj?
Sir, I think there is one rule like they will have less volume and I'm not exactly recollecting, but in desert areas they will have like long legs, and in polar regions like they will have short legs.
So my statement was most animals in polar regions are very small. This is incorrect because small animals will need, like, they have a larger surface area relative to their volume, so they will lose heat very quickly and they will spend a lot of energy in getting that heat back. This is the main reason why very small animals are rarely found in polar regions. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I was
because
just confused with it. Yeah.
yes, because of the stress on very small. Okay, but they will have, you know, shorter size. That is okay. Shorter limbs will be there, shorter ears will be there. That is fine. But when you say very small, there is a stress on the size of that animal being extremely small. So this should be your hint.
Okay.
If the statement is conceptual, like the animals or the organisms in polar regions will have adaptations including shorter limbs and ears, then it's correct. What you are
Yes,
saying is
sir.
correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In bacteria and fungi, you have short, thin-walled spores. Bacteria and fungi have thin-walled spores to combat extreme environments. 5 seconds.
Reduce it thin.
Thin-walled spores. Okay, this is typical standard fact question. They have thick-walled spores. Okay, given in your book very clearly. Okay. Opuntia is the most common desert plant species in India. Opuntia, O-P-U-N-T-I-A. Opuntia is the most common desert plant species in India. 5 seconds. Prabha, why is it wrong?
Firstly, we've not heard about it. Secondly, it's a standard fact Australia may have prickly pear. No?
Okay, actually more important to do it via elimination. If it is most common, then you would have heard.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Lepchas have a lower red blood cell count than gonds. Lepchas have a lower RBC count than gonds. 5 seconds. Shivangi, why is it wrong?
So in the book, it is mentioned that high altitude areas, since Lepcha stays, so they have higher hemoglobin count.
Okay, so the principle is high altitude will have higher RBC, and we know that Lepchas are in the higher Himalayas, Darjeeling Himalayas. So they will have higher counts than gonds, which are in central India. Okay, not lower. Schlamidomonas, okay, C-H-L-A, Schlamidomonas. Schlamidomonas, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Schlamidomonas is an algae True or false? 5 seconds. Prabha, why is it false?
Bacteria hai, but algae is also bacteria. The disease causing bacteria, I think, Chlamydomonas.
Are you
Now I'm
sure?
not sure.
Anybody thinks false? Is it standard fact? Is it standard fact? No.
बुक में कहीं तो लिखा है शायद।
Chlamydomonas likha hai, but it is algae.
Not standard though.
Not standard, right? So has to be correct statement ho gaya na?
Yes.
This is a statement which should be has to be correct.
Yes.
बिल्कुल.
Chlamydomonas is a rich source of biofuels. 5 seconds. Chlamydomonas is a rich source of biofuels. Answer. सुखमान क्यों गलत है?
Would have heard that.
Shivangi? Okay. Why is it correct?
So it has to be correct. Used has to be correct, and also there's yeah.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
there are biofuels from algae also, so
Hmm.
this can be correct.
Okay. So same reason everyone else also who is saying correct? Same reason has to be correct?
Yes. Has to be correct.
Should not be correct. Although I have not checked the factual aspect of it, but I'm just saying it should not be correct because of the simple reason that it is saying rich source of biofuels.
Deep fact.
Yes.
Rich sources would have heard.
Would have
Or
heard, yes, sir.
Are we not interested in producing biofuels? So if something is a rich source, we will know about it.
But we have learned that algae are a rich source.
But are all algae a rich source of biofuels? Then this is your assumption in answering this question.
No, sir, but only an expert will be able to tell, right, कि कौन सा species नहीं है. Algae में बहुत सारी species होते हैं.
But कौन सा species rich source of biofuels है ये तो तुमको भी पता होगा ना? Ethanol.
नहीं sir.
Ethanol sugar cane से आता है. Sugar cane is a rich source of biofuel or not?
हाँ सर, पर sugar cane का variety तो नहीं पता ना मेरे को. कौन से variety से आता है, कौन से variety से नहीं.
There was a question. No.
Broadly, I know.
I think you are making this assumption when you say that algae can be used in making biofuels. All algae are a rich source of biofuels. Can we make this link?
No, sir.
So when you say the stress is on rich source, if it said Chlamydomonas is a source of biofuels, then okay. It is a source of biofuels. But when I say it is a rich source of biofuels, the depth and the importance of that material changes. There was a PYQ also, right? Being a rich source of biofuels. What is a rich source of biofuels? Multi-statement question होने का.
Molasses and baggies वाला.
नहीं, कुछ एक question था rich source of biofuels के ऊपर. I think C. buckthorn के ऊपर है क्या?
C. buckthorn is a rich source of biodiesel.
Yes.
Biodiesel, right? Would have heard होता ना? Would have heard अगर होता तो?
मेरा वो भी गलत होता है.
Same pattern पे है, right? Okay. Bamboo breed only once in its lifetime. 5 seconds. Correct. It's given in the book also, and it will be has to be correct category also. Fine.
Sorry, sir, but why it has to be?
Because this is not something जो हम बहुत अलग से exclusively कुछ पढ़ते हैं. ये तो book में दिया हुआ है तो हमने पढ़ लिया.
Sir, but bamboo तो
बैम्बू की सारी प्रॉपर्टीज थोड़ी
बहुत
पढ़ते हैं
स्ट्रॉन्ग
कितने बार।
स्टेटमेंट है, अगर नहीं पढ़ा है तो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट है फिर ये।
यस सर, स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट हुई ना ये।
मुझे
Only
डीप
one
फैक्ट
is-
लग रहा था।
नहीं पढ़ा है तो फिर कैसे हो जाएगा ये।
और वैसे वो ब्रीड ओनली वंस।
कितनी बार ब्रीड करता है बैम्बू, ये हम कहाँ पढ़ते हैं।
So,
तुम
I
कौन
felt
से
it is a Jatka statement. Is it
that is
wrong
why
approach?
that's why I'm saying it's a jhatka. If you have not read it, if this kind of statement is coming, bamboo breeds only once in its lifetime. We don't study how many times different plants breed.
It's like elephants are led by female.
Elephants are led by female. Yes, that kind of statement it is. वो डीप फैक्ट कैसे हो रहा है अंकित?
सर मैं डिफैक्ट नहीं कह रहा हूँ, मुझे तो लग रहा था कि बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट है इन द सेंस कि एक्सट्रीम्स जा रहे हैं ये, और आई हैव नॉट रेड अबाउट इट, सो इट हैज टू, मतलब हाउ कैन आई गो विद इट।
तुमने प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया हुआ हैज टू बी करेक्ट का यार, तो फिर अभी क्या बोल सकते हैं। बच्चे बोल रहे हैं ये। हाँ प्रभा।
So I might be slightly out of line saying this, but we might need to contextualize this for our newer friends on the batch key. This because we're throwing all these terms now, is to prevent a little overwhelming for them, to let them know that we've prepared under you for the elimination course. So we're saying all this.
Yes, guys. So whatever we are discussing here, these are things like the techniques which we are discussing. Would have heard has to be correct, defect, etc. These are the techniques which we have discussed, very well researched and practiced in the elimination course. So the questions which I'm asking in this test, they are not just simple factual questions which I throw at you. Take facts from the book and just ask. The objective is not that. The objective is to focus on things which UPSC generally asks and tries to confuse you with. These can include the factual aspects also, which are generally the conceptual things which are given in your books, and the elimination based questions also, because this creates a strong link between what is given in the books and how things are asked in UPSC. So this acts as a guide also about what we need to focus on in the books, what we need to read in the books, and what are unimportant things. Okay, and it cannot happen that I'm not asking these things, because firstly, I want to give you a perfect idea about what we do in these classes so that you can take an informed decision. I don't want you to make a decision on the basis of just this one class where for you, I'm asking, very simple, direct questions. And then when you join tomorrow, you get shocked by the other nature of the question. So I'm just taking this class usually that I take my other classes so that you can take a better decision. Okay. Can there be a habitat on Earth that is inhabited by just one species? No, 10 seconds.
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Can there be a habitat on Earth that is inhabited by just one species? सुकमान करेक्ट कैसे?
सर नॉलेज तो नहीं है, बट यस देयर कैन बी, मतलब इतना बड़ा अर्थ है तो पोलर रीजन्स हैं।
ओके, शिवांगी गलत क्यों?
So galat इसलिए because you said one species, it can be anything, plants, animals, and it is like there is a correlation. Soil में भी आपको organisms चाहिए, and then for that you need plants to grow. For plants, and after plants grow, you need animals. So there is a sort of relationship, and only on one organism one cannot survive.
Shukman, do you agree with this?
Yes sir.
खाने के लिए तो कुछ चाहिए ना. Even if the statement says can there be a earth species, ये कोई region on earth, even if it says can, still
फूड साइकिल नहीं चलेगा. हाँ, अब लिंक किया. फूड साइकिल नहीं चलेगा ना.
हाँ, yes, food cycle will not be there. So this is the reason why it cannot be. Just one species cannot be. It can be nil, it can be lifeless, or it can be at least two species or more. One species nahi hoga. Okay. Okay. Sparrow is a detritivore. True or false? sparrow can be detritivores? Okay. Sparrows are predators. Okay. Now listen this question very carefully. Logic based question है. सोच के देना. I'll give you 10 to 15 seconds to think about it. Okay? अभी ध्यान से.
Can be detritivores right है कि wrong है? Sparrows?
Detritivores हो सकता है ना. Detritivores क्या है? Dead animals को खा रहे हो ना. तो खा सकते हैं भाई sparrow. Can be कह रहा है ना. They are no. Because they can hunt. But can be okay यार. तो ये कौवे को, ये चिड़िया, ये सब ये खा सकते हैं, right? Then okay, this is a question. Listen to it very carefully and then think about it. The question is, why does a species become invasive? I'm not framing two long sentences, which are normally like UPSC frames those sentences just to keep things simple because it is oral format. Two long statements will be difficult to communicate and think about. So UPSC will ask something on these lines. Why does a species become invasive, or which of the following are preconditions for becoming for a species becoming invasive? Two statement question. The first precondition is special evolutionary advantage. Special evolutionary advantage. And the second is lack of predators. Lack of predators. Which of these makes a species invasive? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. One is special evolutionary advantage. Second is lack of predators. Take 10 seconds, think about it. Don't answer right now. Yes, Tamil?
Can I answer?
Don't tell, no. I'll ask when to answer. If there's any doubt, then you tell me. Manoj, don't tell me your answer right now.
So preconditions means necessary conditions.
What are the reasons behind a species becoming invasive? Out of the two things that I've given, which of these are reasons behind, are amongst the reasons? You can say there can be multiple, but which of these two are amongst the reasons behind a species becoming invasive? One is special evolutionary advantage and second is lack of predators. One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. Answer. Just tell me yes, no, don't know. Okay. Manoj? Okay, Katie.
Both are possible reasons, sir. So
both
I
are
chose
reasons.
both one. Yeah.
Anybody thinks one of them is not a reason?
So I think one is not a reason. Two
Which
is
one?
matlab
Special evolutionary advantage is not a reason?
No, I think it's just no predator.
Yes.
I also think the same, sir. One
I was leaning towards, not agreeing to the fact that one can.
Okay.
Natural evolution will always have a way to balance it, right?
Not everybody will have them.
The question firstly is not talking about everybody having some kind of advantage. It is saying when can a species become invasive? Where is an invasive species? Will it be invasive in its native habitat or exotic habitat?
Exotic.
So if it is becoming invasive in the exotic habitat, will it not have some kind of survival advantages in that habitat?
Yes,
right?
And that survival advantage is lack of predators.
अरे अंदर इंट्रिंसिक भी तो होगा, वो तो एक्सट्रिंसिक की बात कर रहे हो. स्पेशल एवोल्यूशनरी अरे स्पेशल एवोल्यूशनरी एडवांटेज कुछ कम पानी में जिंदा रहने की क्षमता. ओके, एक्सट्रीम हीट बियर करने की क्षमता, ये इंटरनल है ना. तो evolutionary advantage तो this is such a broad term. Internal some characteristics also will be there in that organism, right? Whether plant or it is an animal organism. Internally also it will. हाँ.
Agreeing by you, but ये जो internal है ये उसके native place पे भी तो develop हो गया होगा ना? Have already developed at that
हाँ,
place,
ठीक है,
native.
ठीक है.
And then we are saying कि if it has been brought to an exotic space, it has developed some other.
Yes.
It can develop some.
Yes.
That is very internal. Okay.
Yes. तो नई प्लेस में भी जाएगा तो भी एवोल्यूशनरी एडवांटेज तो हुआ ही ना उसका. अगर एवोल्यूशनरी एडवांटेज नहीं है तो मर जाएगा ना वो.
Sir, evolutionary advantages in the sense कि that advantage is not benefiting the already native present species in that area. Are you saying that?
I'm saying by when I say a special evolutionary advantage that this organism has got some traits which is making it survive and thrive in that region.
Mm-hmm.
To take less water than the native species. कोई plant ऐसा है जो कम पानी में ज्यादा जिंदा रह सकता है या उसमें क्लियर है या उसमें ऐसे ट्रेट्स हैं कि वो पानी ज्यादा अपनी तरफ खींच सकता है कंपेयर टू द अदर प्लांट्स. तो इट्स अ स्पेशल एवोल्यूशनरी एडवांटेज, राइट?
तो सर वो डेवलप हुआ है कि पहले से है, मतलब या फिर डेवलप भी हो सकता है?
उसमें पहले से एवोल्यूशन तो चलता रहेगा लेकिन उसके अंदर कुछ पहले से ही है एवोल्यूशनरी. अब एलियंस आ गए धरती पे, एवोल्यूशनरी एडवांटेज है ना उनको. अगर इफ दे आर यू सी लाइक इफ दे हैव टेकन ओवर द अर्थ साई-फाई मूवीज में.
पेज नंबर कौन सा सर ये?
हाँ,
पेज नंबर कौन सा?
दिस इज पेज 233. We are talking about predation, the phenomena of predation. Okay, I hope this is clear, guys. If you feel we are discussing like we are on the wrong track, please share. Okay. Starfish is a detritivore. Starfish is a detritivore. And Ankit, why is it a detritivore?
Just read somewhere now. It is also a keystone species and because of it other species die. So I just read somewhere, I don't know where it is.
एक कितना लड़खड़ाता हुआ आंसर दे रहे हो, तो कोई सेंस ही नहीं बना रहा है. प्रभा, why is it a detritivore?
It मतलब अच्छा, this is not can be, no. I'm thinking
it is a when we say starfish is a detritivore.
Primarily it is a
yes. Primarily it is a detritivore.
Which means that if it is a which means that if it is a predator, it shouldn't be a detritivore by primary role.
You tell me that.
It shouldn't be. So I think my answer was wrong because in the book it said I think you said
predator.
That.
Predator. If it can hunt, it will not be a detritivore. No, detritivore feed on dead things. If it can hunt, or if it has, and कैसे पता चलेगा hunt करेगा या नहीं? If it has got some limbs, teeth, कुछ दांत, नाखून, कुछ है, claws, it can hunt. If it has movability, if it can move, it can hunt. If it cannot move, it cannot hunt. Normally, right?
Can में आएगा कि नहीं?
Can में तो सब कुछ आ जाएगा ना. It can feed on dead things also.
ठीक है sir.
But primarily it's a predator. It can move, it can hunt. It is not a detritivore in general. Yeah, Tamil, you are asking something?
So I was about to ask if the statement is some starfishes are detritivores, then I will mark it by.
No. Some starfish, all starfish are starfish. No? Their nature will be the same. You can't say some starfish are detritivore. Starfish is a wild predatory animal. Starfish can be detritivore is a correct statement. Some starfish are detritivore also is an incorrect statement. Starfish is a predator by nature.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes.
So this is not what Tamil said. It's not comparable with the viviparous statements because snakes are all.
Some snakes are viviparous.
So some starfish are dead.
It is something like saying some tigers are herbivores.
Okay.
Right?
Correct.
Sir, I also think that the earlier statement that you said sparrows can be detritivores, I think that also becomes incorrect by this logic.
No. Why? Anything that feeds on dead animals is a detritivore.
No, sir. I think that by definition it will be that primarily depend on dead and decaying matter. They would be detritivores. Not any. That would be like maybe scavenging or something like that. Right? वो तो behavior हो गया. Not like वही हो गया tiger. चलो tiger तो strictly carnivore है. But if a tiger is eating a dead deer which it has not killed, we will not say it is a detritivore, right? We will say it is scavenging.
So I think what
सही
Samakshi
बात
is
बोल रहे हो, सही
saying
नहीं,
that
she's saying the right thing.
nice.
You're right.
अच्छा.
So this is a distinction. Detritivore is like a behavior. Scavenging is a like one like
नहीं,
an
sir, उल्टा.
activity.
Ulta. Scavenging is a behavior. Detritivore is a classification.
Okay. ठीक है. Agreed. This is agreed. When I said it can be a detritivore, I intended to say it like this, what you have said, but you have used the right word. Okay. Good. So I just correct the statements which we have seen so far. Okay. All animals are predators. 5 seconds or 10 seconds. All animals are predators. Think about it. 10 seconds. True or false? Answer. I'm assuming Vivek and Katie cannot speak, so I'm not going to, or you can just message me, why do you think it is false? Somebody who can speak and thinks it is false, tell me. Tell me why. No? And why is it correct?
So
Very strong
animals
statement.
are not autotrophs.
Ankit,
So they
तूने
are
correct बोला?
weapons.
So Katie has responded.
Yeah, all
Yes,
can
sir.
be. All can be heterotrophs. I think Katie said in false. हाँ अंकित करेक्ट बोल रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
हाँ ठीक है. Because of autotrophs वाला point. Autotrophs, heterotrophs. So they have to be predators. Okay. Most insects are herbivores. Most insects are herbivores. 10 seconds. Answer. Shivangi, don't know will not be accepted. You have to tell me yes or no. This is a logic statement. Okay. So why is it false?
So de fact, because you said most
Yes.
insects are herbivorous. So I used the
Anyone?
de fact word.
Okay, fine. Anyone having any other reason?
Would have heard, sir, when you
Would
said
have heard
most.
also will work. Deep fact also
Yes.
will work. Okay, good. Fine.
The other way true. Book में है क्या sir ये?
Book में हाँ book में लिखा है nearly 25% of all animals are phytophagous ऐसे लिखा हुआ है.
Yes, sir.
But इस टाइप से पूछेगा नहीं. Thorns, THORNS, thorns are the most common means of defense in plants. Thorns are the most common means of defense in plants. 10 seconds. Answer. Anybody thinks correct? Sukhman?
Sir, not read book proper. Not
रीडिंग का है ही नहीं,
prepared.
लॉजिक का स्टेटमेंट है यार. स्टैंडर्ड
True,
फैक्ट
sir.
स्टेटमेंट थोड़ी है, ये ट्रू है. Thorns are the most common means of defense in plants. Why?
It's a soft statement. This is because the statement is very soft.
No, just because it is soft हम true नहीं बोलेंगे. Manoj?
Would have heard, sir.
Okay. Shivangi?
So similar along the lines of would have heard deep
Anybody
fact.
having any other reason why it is incorrect? Any other reason?
So deep fact, because
Yes, deep fact.
सुनने
Deep
में
fact
पहले
बोलो.
desert plants याद आते हैं, but it can be any plants, कहीं पे
Yes,
भी हो
when it
सकता है.
says plants, talking about all plants and most common form of defense, either it is would have heard or deep fact, anything will work. Man, clear हुआ?
Yes.
Okay. What are the preconditions or the, please explain with the example of cactus. What do I explain with the example of cactus?
The statement above that. Defense के लिए नहीं है, temperature balance के लिए होता है thoughts.
एक second, all can be, but it is hardcore statement. False. It's a deep fact. Okay. Defense के लिए नहीं है, वो temperature balance के लिए होता है. नहीं, defense के लिए नहीं होता, ये कैसे मालूम है आपको? अगर थॉर्न है तो मल्टीपल यूजेस हो सकते हैं ना. ये तो डिफैक्ट मतलब आप स्पेशलिस्ट बात कर रहे हो कि डिफेंस के लिए नहीं, टेम्परेचर बैलेंस. इट कुड बी बोथ. योर एनसीईआरटी इज सेइंग इट इज डिफेंस. Okay. Next question is a two-statement question, and we'll just be winding up quickly now. It's a two-statement question talking about the phenomena of competition. Okay, competition in an ecosystem. Which of the following are the necessary conditions for competition in an ecosystem? Number one, closely related species. Number two, scarcity of resources. One correct, two correct, both false.
Good question. Repeat.
Which of the following are preconditions, necessary conditions for competition among species in an ecosystem? Number one, closely related species. And number two, scarcity of resources. 15 seconds. Is this a doubt, Prabha, or like you are ready with the answer?
Answer.
Okay. Two statement question may actually you can't say yes or no. So, you know, I'll have to ask only specific answer. Shivangi, I want your answer to this. Are you ready?
Yes, so
What is
I
the
think the answer is both statements.
Both
One is
statements are
them
correct.
being-
Both are preconditions.
they, both can be preconditions to
Both
competition.
can be nahi bola hai.
Acha.
Which of them are preconditions for competition in an ecosystem? They have to be necessarily preconditions. Without these, competition will not happen. That is what the question is saying.
So then I think the second one is the correct statement.
That scarcity of resources has to be there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ankit?
So closely related species
Mm-hmm.
and scarcity of resources is not necessary condition. I think it can be a condition, but not a necessary condition.
Okay, so you are saying necessary is first only. Prabha?
Neither are necessary conditions.
Neither. Shamakshi?
So same as Prabha.
Okay. Tamil?
Sir, two only. Sir.
Okay. So, closely related species. Ankit, you said it is a precondition, right?
Yes, sir.
Why is it a precondition? Can species which are not closely related not compete?
Sir, I thought in the sense that correlated means same. Yeah. Sir, so
Same nature.
Share or leopard, tiger and leopard. चलो, closely
Hmm.
related
Yes.
है. Lion कर लो, कुछ और कर लो. तो which
Yes,
are
sir. So
not
both,
closely,
both belong to the same family and hence cannot persist in the same area for long. So that's why it has to be
so
a precondition.
no, but competition will be there. Wild dogs and tiger में भी, hyena and tiger में भी.
Yes, sir.
तो closely related कहाँ है वो? फिर भी competition तो है, right? It's not a
Concept.
precondition. It's not a
Yes.
necessary precondition. None of them is. Basically, it's a reverse way of saying that widely related species can compete in an ecosystem. अगर मैं ऐसे बोल देता तो करेक्ट बोल देते ना.
एक्चुअली पढ़ के ब्रेन वॉश हो गया सर. अब सोच रहा हूँ तो सही बात है.
तो मैं ये बात तुमको पिछले 1 महीने से बोल रहा हूँ अंकित. यू आर टू नॉलेज हैवी, यू आर गोइंग टू नॉलेज हैवी. क्वेश्चन से डिस्टेंस कर खुद को. क्वेश्चन का मैसेज इंटरप्रेट अगर तू ठीक से करेगा तो ऑटोमेटिक क्वेश्चन सही होने लग जाएंगे. अच्छा है, एटलीस्ट दिस रियलाइजेशन हैज स्टार्टेड टू कम. गुड. सुखमान.
Two only, sir.
हाँ,
Two only.
अरे स्कार्सिटी नहीं भी होगी तब भी तो कंपटीशन हो सकता है. जरूरी थोड़ी है कि स्कार्सिटी हो तभी कंपटीशन होगा. सेम बात तो हम बोल रहे हैं यार तब से. ठीक है.
Okay.
हाँ, neither like answer is delta. None of them are necessary preconditions. Okay.
Sir, didn't get you, sir. Can you explain once? I mean, none of them are necessary.
Necessary preconditions. Which of them? Okay, I'll take it after the class. Okay. Let me just finish the class. It may not be the doubt with everyone. हाँ Ankit?
No, sir. Okay.
It may not be the doubt for everyone, so I'll just take it after the class. Okay. What do you mean by brood parasitism?
A host has to die.
Host has to die. Prabha?
It's when a species basically takes their offspring and puts it to another organism. Basically, कोयल में दिखता है when they put it in the nest.
ये इतना खतरनाक जवाब कहाँ से आया अंकित तुझे? Host has to die.
मतलब सर death of the host takes place, irreversible change happens. मतलब मैं ये पढ़ा हूँ अपने नोट्स में.
देखिए एनसीईआरटी में ये नहीं लिखा हुआ है. एनसीईआरटी में नॉर्मली ये बर्ड्स के एंगल से मतलब ये बेवकूफ बना के
अपने कुकू बर्ड एंड काउ बर्ड वाला एग्जांपल मैंने YouTube पे भी देखा है. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई नो कि व्हाट प्रोफाइल सेइंग इज करेक्ट, बट आई हैव रेड माय स्टेटमेंट इन माय नोट्स इज डेथ ऑफ द होस्ट टेक्स प्लेस और irreversible डैमेज हैपेंस.
आई थिंक दैट इज फॉर पैरट. सो वो शायद पैरासाइट का डेफिनेशन है शायद.
बट मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि हाउ पैरासाइट. अगर कोयल का अंडा कोई और बर्ड वो कर रही है, इंक्यूबेट कर रही है, तो उस बर्ड को क्या नुकसान हो रहा है? इरिवर्सिबल क्या नुकसान हो रहा है या वो कहाँ मर रही है?
सर आई एम नॉट सेइंग, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर कुकू बर्ड और काउ बर्ड का देखें सर तो वो उसके अंडे निकाल कर फेंक देती है.
अब हर बार वो आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पा रही है ना. दैट इज व्हाई दिस
वीडियोस मतलब आई नो कि क्या व्हाट यू सेइंग, बट आई हैव टू नो गो थ्रू दिस अगेन कि मेरा
आई थिंक यू आर मेसिंग अप. कुछ मेस अप कर रहा है अंकित. सिंपल ब्रूड पैरासिटिज्म से ये ध्यान में रखो कि इट इज जस्ट वन एनिमल फूलिंग द अदर एनिमल इनटू थिंकिंग यू नो दैट समथिंग इज देयर ओन, और वो उसको पाल पोस के बड़ा करता है एंड देन दे आर टेकिंग. बस उस टाइप से कुछ है. सिर्फ उतना चाहिए, नथिंग एल्स. ब्रूड पैरासिटिज्म इज मेंशन्ड इन दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट. कोई डैमेज वगैरह का तो कुछ लिखा ही नहीं है. नहीं तो पक्का लिखा होता बुक में यार. वुड हैव हर्ड है ये जो तुम बोल रहे हो. Endoparasites are much more specialized than ectoparasites. Endoparasites are much more specialized than ectoparasites. Plant cell, animal cell type का question. Eukaryotic, prokaryotic cell type question. It's a correct statement. Endoparasites are much more specialized. It can be asked in simpler, seemingly simpler terms also, but it can be asked using these formal terms also. Yes. केटी ने कुछ शेयर किया है मैसेज में, पढ़ लेना दोस्त. Okay. Now, one final question of the class. Okay. This is, which of the following are examples of mutualism? Which of the following are examples of mutualism? Lichens. True or false? True. Okay. Mycorrhiza. I think these have to go.
वो emoji stick हो रहा है.
So do one thing. If चलो थोड़ा वेट ही कर लेते हैं इनको, नहीं तो फिर confusion. Okay. Mycorrhiza. Okay. Cattle egret. Cattle egret. Shivangi, you can't tell me no. You have, I mean, you don't know the answer. Cattle egret is the bird which is strolling alongside cattle to eat those woe. Why is it false, Shivangi? Now it is true. You're changing your answer so frequently.
So I'm in two minds about this.
Tell me.
I think that mutualism, I mean that it makes no wait, no. So mutualism is the answer. Mutualism. I'll go with that. Cattle egret is an example of
Mutualism?
mutualism. Yes, sir.
How?
So because one is feeding on the insects and the other is gaining benefit कि irritation ना हो, कुछ problem ना हो because of
Irritation ना हो, problem ना हो, cattle को क्या होना है? वो तो वैसे भी घास में घूमनी है उसने.
So
No. उसको कोई रास्ता थोड़ी फूल थोड़ी बिछा देगी वो cattle के आगे.
सर थोड़ा इस पे अपना
हाँ?
फालतू दिमाग लगा.
This is not an example of
Mutualism.
mutualism. Mutualism में both must benefit. वहां पे तो सिर्फ एक का benefit हो रहा है, दूसरे का नुकसान नहीं हो रहा है. Cattle is just moving, and the animals, the insects are getting agitated and flying, and it is eating the insects. That's it.
Right, sir.
If it said that this is a bird which is sitting on the cattle and eating the ticks or something, then mutualism.
Right, sir. That is what I assume, that ticks and all khake, matlab the
In
cattle
your
is
book,
also
it is very
benefiting.
clearly mentioned. This species is mentioned as not mutualism. So you have to take it
All
like that.
right,
You have
sir.
to know what all
All right,
species are
sir.
mentioned. Sea anemone also is mentioned in your book. Sea anemone
Right,
also is
sir.
not mutualism.
It is a commensalism.
Yes, yes. Okay. So this could be a one statement question. The statement could be, what do you describe the phenomena where two animals are there, one animal, like there's a cattle and this bird is there and it is eating the ticks off the cattle. What is this phenomena? Parasitism, mutualism, ऐसे करके one statement question बन
Right,
सकता
sir.
है. Yeah.
Right, sir.
Orchids have a limited floral diversity. Orchids have limited floral diversity. 5 seconds. I'm interested in what is written in Ankit's notes.
Nothing. नहीं पढ़ा.
Answer कर फिर इसको. Orchids have limited floral diversity. कैसे करेंगे? ऑर्किड जंगली है या कल्टीवेट, ऐसा प्लांटेशन है, क्रॉप प्लांट? ऑर्किड तो जंगली है ना.
सर इसका
हिमालय.
आंसर पता क्या है? मैं बता दूं इसका आंसर. इसका आंसर है सर, इसके ढेर सारे हैं इसके.
हाँ, जंगली होगा तो ढेर सारा ही होगा.
ढेर सारे हैं इसका.
हाँ, ठीक है ना. वो बड़ा ही जरूरी है. और कैसे पता लगाओगे? वन ऑफ द रीजंस, वन ऑफ द वेज इज, अगर तुमने वो मूवी एनाकोंडा मूवी जो आती हॉलीवुड वाली वो देखी है, हंट फॉर द ब्लड ऑर्किड इज द सेकंड, आई थिंक एनाकोंडा का हंट फॉर द ब्लड ऑर्किड जंगल में. एंड इन इवन इन योर बुक्स ऑर्किड्स आर मेंशन्ड इन अरुणाचल. ऑर्किड्स, अरुणाचल इज फेमस फॉर ऑर्किड्स, है ना. दीज आर गिवन. Plantations, if there can be plantations of orchid, but primarily orchids are jungli ped, Katie. They are like, अगर important plantation crop होते तो would have heard हो जाता, like sugar cane, like ये तुम्हारे क्या होते हैं, ये अरेका नट, ठीक है, उस टाइप से सुना होता. Most living organisms cannot survive beyond 45 degrees Celsius. 5 seconds.
Sir, can you repeat the question, sir?
Most living organisms cannot survive beyond 45 degrees Celsius. Shivangi has said yes. Who has said no? एक बार दोबारा answer करो. If someone has said no, just repeat your answer. Now you will not repeat. बताना नहीं चाहते हो क्या? किसने no बोला है? Manoj, why is it no? Most living organisms cannot survive beyond 45 degrees Celsius. Why is it false?
Sir, I haven't heard of it actually.
What have you heard?
Like generally, they will survive beyond 45 also.
Generally,
Sir, most of the species survive in the tropics. Tropics has more than that 45 degrees. So most of the plant and animal species are
no, tropics have more than 45 degrees. I mean, 45 degrees temperature is heat wave temperature, Prabha.
Sorry, sir, I think that was Namrata. We have the same voice though.
Oh, okay. Namrata was saying. Acha. So Namrata, 45 degrees is like this is like heat wave temperature. If you look at the average temperature range in the 45 in the tropical regions, it is not average temperature range is not 45 degrees. We would have heard about it if average temperature range in tropics is 45, right?
Right, sir.
Yeah. Prabha, your and Namrata's voice, they're very similar. Like
सच में मुझे लगा मेरी आवाज एको हो रही है क्या? Just joking. Hi, Namrata.
really, I just assumed you are speaking. Okay, so guys, that will be all in today's test. Okay, it took a lot of time for me, a lot of thinking. Aaj pura din maine 6-7 hours I have invested in just these 20 pages to frame these questions. Do share your feedback about how these questions were and how to, if you feel something can be improved, do share your feedback. Message me on the Telegram. Message me. वहाँ कर दो. So thank you for joining. Tomorrow again, 7 o'clock is the mapping class, and then 7:15 we will have the oral test, chapter 14. Okay. Those who have taken the trial of today's class, if you are interested in joining, then you message me. I'll tell you the details. And if you are not, do share your feedback about how you feel about this trial class and this, the kind of questions, the engagement that we have had. If you have anything that you feel should be there, which will improve the quality of these classes, the outcomes, that will be great. So whatever suggestions you have, positive, negative, do share. And then hopefully I'll see you in the class tomorrow. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your time and see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Now I'm stopping the recording. Whoever wanted to discuss some doubts, you can stay back and we'll discuss.